Welcome to another live stream watch along reaction this afternoon, this evening, tonight. We are watching, reacting to Iraq versus Norway, FIFA World Cup 2026 Group I. Iraq and Norway playing here at Gillette Stadium, today, the home that Tom Brady built. The first game in Gillette was pretty good. Let's see if Iraq and Norway can be as good. Two teams that are solid, two teams that have talented strikers. One probably more talented than the other, but one might be better managed. This should be very interesting, I should say. Norway wearing their red at Iraq. Iraq wearing their white. Hold on. Okay, we got it. It was Iraq. I was making sure. I was like, did I? Yeah, Iraq versus Norway. Yep. I thought I almost screwed up, to be honest. Iraq wearing their white. I would assume Norway wearing their red and blue with their... I kind of like how their flag is part of their jersey. That's pretty cool. Teams are shaking hands and we're getting ready to go. Starting 11s are as follows. Iraq in goal, Jalal Hassan, Hussein Ali, Zaid Tassin, Akam Hashem, Merchas Dolski, Ibrahim Bayesh, Amir Al-Amri, Zaid Ismail, Ali Jassim, Ayman Hussein, Ali Al-Hamadi. For Norway in goal, we have Ørjan Nyland, David Muller Wolff, Torbjorn Hessem, Christopher Ayer, we'll go with it, Christopher Ayer, Julian Ryerson, Frederick Orsnes, Senderberg, Martin Ødegaard, Antonio Nusa, Erling Haaland, Alexander Sorloth for Norway. Our second match of the day, of course, Argentina, Algeria is our review, but of course we're live for all the next three matches, but we will have a review at the end of Argentina, Algeria. Hopefully Iraq doesn't dive down to the bedrock too. Man, I can't believe, I don't know if you got the reference or you looked up the song. I don't know. I don't know if you got it or you just looked it up, but I thought that was good. Man, that was a good one. But we're getting ready to go. It could have been either or. I'm not sure. Referees, here we go. Pierre Acho from Gabon is the referee. This will be interesting. This will be an interesting one. You looked it up right after Can't Lie. Guillermo Pacheco, the VAR referee. Iraq, Norway. Iraq, Hassan, Dolski, Hashim, Tassin, Ali, Jassim, Ismail, Al-Amadi, Ibrahim Bayesh, Ali Al-Hamadi, Ayman Hussein. It's funny, I think this is the third Iraq game I've ever done on stream. Of course, I did the playoff. And then, of course, I think I did a game where they played Japan in the Asian Cup. Nyland, Muller Wolff, Hejum, Ayer, Ryerson, Orsnes, Sanderberg, Martin Ødegaard, Nusa, Haaland, and Sorloth for Norway. How many? Let's see if Erling Haaland has a freaking game to remember when it comes to goals. 3 groups are left after this match to have their first match put into the books. Of course, we had a full first. Group I had both their matches first. Then later tonight we have Group J, and then Group K and Group L put their first matches into the books tomorrow. It's KLLK. Kalo K. And then we have all the first matches put into the books at the end of the night tomorrow at 11 p.m., give or take. And then we are back to the top of the groups. We're back to the top of the list, back to Group A on Thursday. And Canada will play on Thursday, of course. They will play Qatar on Thursday, USA on Friday, because Group A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, blah, 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 blah. You get it. Then we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday of 4 days of group stage play. And then we're back to 6 games a day for 4 days on Wednesday, but that's 3 windows of 2 games at the same time, which we'll have on the TV side by side. So we'll be watching both, don't worry, and they'll both be in the book, but each group will get 1 game I put as the driver of the stream that I advertise, even though we're watching both at the same time at the end of next week. But we're watching both, and they'll both be in the book. But either way, 27th minute. So we are watching all 104 games, even if the stream doesn't say it. Once you click on the stream, you'll see we're watching both games at the same time. 38th minute on the final days of the group stage. 44th minute. Kind of surprised I'm not going to say that yet. I'm not going to say that yet, because if I do, we're getting a rain delay. If I say that, we're getting a rain delay pretty quickly. Argentina, Algeria is in Kansas City. Thank God that's tonight, not tomorrow. Which actually, if I'm looking at it, I don't think anything's changed when it comes to the SPC outlook. But I don't think Kansas City's getting it that badly tomorrow. Playing forward. Yeah, it looks the same as it did at the beginning. Yeah, they're in the slide, but 141. Score for Iraq, Norway, 0-3 prediction. Yeah, I could see it. Holland hat trick. I might be streaming during some severe weather, or at least trying to, tomorrow. Don't worry. Luckily, I'm not near Chicago. That's the only good thing about this. I mean, the 5% is a SIG 1, but I think more of our problem is going to be the wind. But we're going to find out. See what the convective outlook changes into. Playing forward, that's going to get to the goalie. Day 3. Mostly the Delmarva middle Atlantic. Let's see what happens there. Hold on. Now you're making me wonder. Canada's playing in Vancouver, so that's not a problem. Czechia, South Africa is playing in Atlanta. That's Dome Stadium. No worries there. No rain delay worries there. Switzerland, Bosnia, LA. No rain delay worries there. Mexico, South Korea is being played in Chivas. Okay, so there should be no rain delays on Wednesday either. Okay. The only one I'd be worried about really is Atlanta, and that's in the morning, so that's probably not. And then it's a dome. So, okay. All right. Tomorrow, what do we got tomorrow? Speaking of rain delay-wise, Houston Stadium, no worries. For Portugal, DR Congo, no worries. Dallas Stadium, England, Croatia. Luckily, they're not in Kansas City. Playing forward. Ghana, Panama is in Toronto. No worries. And Uzbekistan, Colombia is in Mexico City. No worries. So no rain delays during the matches, but we'll see what happens. 3:44. Over up top early for Holland. That's probably how they were going to play this. Mile High wants Iraq to win. I'm just wearing this because I think this kind of does sort of, You know, it has the dark blue, it has the red, cream, but, you know, beige. But, you know, I thought it'd be better than the Braves jersey. I was going to do the Braves jersey, and then I was like, you know what, though? Either or. Day 5 is played over the top, header for Idak. So that's shot over the bar. So if day 3 is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, let's check that. Saturday. So it looks about like Kansas. It looks like Kansas. Okay. Netherlands, Sweden, Houston, Tunisia, Japan, Monterey. Oh, they're playing in Monterey. Toronto, Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador. Oh, shit. Well, I think I know what our first rain delay is going to be. Ecuador, Curacao. Playing forward. Ecuador, Curacao might be a rain delay, my friends. 5:15, depending on the timing of that system. Late afternoon into the overnight hours in the Central Plains. And the highest risk levels on Kansas City. So that's going to be a tight one. 7 p.m. That's not. That's probably going to be a rain delay at some point. 5:46. Friday doesn't look like any problems, though, for now. From what I can tell, our first rain delay looks like Friday or Saturday. But either way, that's enough about that. 0-0. But it looks like we will get through the first round of matches without a rain delay. Fourth World Cup appearance, first since 1998 for Norway. Headed on. Oh! Holland! Running onto the ball! Cross saved! Wow. Sorloth is such a presence, man. Yeah, I mean, you got Holland and Sorloth up there. That's going to be hell for most teams. Well, you know what? Maybe either way, this one's going to be a crazy game, I can tell. It's not really there yet, but it might just get there. Sorloth, man, that was... And then Holland running on that ball. I've never seen... You know what? It's just one play. I'm not gonna quit saying it yet. But Holland might not just be a one-dimensional goal scorer. He might be able to do more than just score goals. I ain't seen him have pace like that, and I ain't seen him break like that. Jesus, man. Well, maybe he ain't one-dimensional. I guess Norway asked for something different than Pep does, which is ironic considering, but either way. Over the top. Maybe. Maybe Norway needs Holland to do more because he is their star, and it's hard to probably get him like the exact type of service he'd get at Man City. But Man City, well, it's just thank you, Ozone, thank you. Maybe it's more that at Man City, Pep knows that he has the players to get Holland service. So he doesn't have to do all that. Maybe with Norway, he has to make runs like that, break away like that, use his speed like that. Maybe that's the difference. Maybe the difference is I watch a little bit of Man City. I don't watch Norway. Maybe that's the difference. 904. Maybe Haaland can be more than a one-dimensional player. Pep just doesn't need him to be a one, or doesn't need him to be more than a one-dimensional player. Now, the question is Maresca going to be the same way? Some critics have said Mbappe was finished. He was never finished. And by the way, the funny part about that is, yeah, he had won trophies at Real Madrid, but who's been Real Madrid's top scorer since he got there? Mbappe. It's not like he's finished. It's just that Madrid is an absolute madhouse right now. I don't know. I ain't blaming that on Mbappe. As I said, I think Vinny's the problem. Like, yeah, Mbappe does like to drift, but I still think he plays striker. Vinny is the one who doesn't like being encroached on, so to speak. But even then, Vinny kind of dumps into the center as well. So, I mean, it's kind of like you're crossing the streams. And as we know from Ghostbusters, you never cross the streams. Don't cross the streams. Don't cross the streams. But they crossed the streams at the end of the first movie. They were like, I don't know if we're going to regret this, but it worked out. Don't cross the streams. 129 or 1029. But no, Mbappe was never finished. And whoever said that's an idiot. Anybody who thought Mbappe was finished is an idiot. Now, there's some I do watch. It's Real Madrid. For me, Mbappe he's fine. And I thought he had a really good second half. Somebody who's finished ain't going to do what Mbappe did in the second half. First half was bad for everybody. It was underwhelming for everybody on France. That second half was a masterclass. Except for the dive, but, I think, no, I can't stand it. I can't stand people saying Mbappe's finished. He's not the problem, and he's Madrid's leading goal scorer for the 2 years he was there. So he didn't win any trophies except 2 that they should win in their sleep. Ryerson, Borussia Dortmund, man. Yes, he is. Unless he just did something good, too, but either way. Off Gates. Did I say it? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I did butcher that. I don't think I did, but 12th minute. I don't. Header. I don't think I did, but playing forward. Shot over the bar by Iraq. I mean, if I had free time to learn German, would I? After I learn all, be completely fluent in, Japanese and Spanish and Portuguese and Italian? Maybe. It's more likely I'd do that than Mandarin. Oh, good block. He's playing well. What about Japanese? I said, I can speak a little bit. More than a little bit, but I need to get fluent. And also getting fluent means I got to learn how to write katakana, hiragana, kanji, and read hiragana, katakana, and kanji, because I cannot. Is the learning curve greater or lesser than Mandarin? Well, here's the bad part. I don't know Mandarin. That's John Cena. I don't know Mandarin. Here's your main differences between me and John Cena. Besides the obvious, I'm short and I can grow a beard, and he's tall, but he can't grow a beard. I'm short, but I can grow a beard. I do have more charisma, but whatever. I do have more riz. I'm better at promos, but either way. And I wear glasses. Because if I'm not wearing glasses, I'm blind as fuck. But well, it's very fuzzy, but I'm not legally blind, but so blurry that I might as well be. 5'6". 5'6", height doesn't measure heart. Here's the main differences. Very similar. 5'6", like Ilya Topuria or N'Golo Kante. I mean, they both sound like badasses to me. Like, Ilya and N'Golo are both badasses to me. So, I don't understand at least when they have to get jobs done. Like, I guess more like N'Golo, because I'm pretty damn nice and funny until it's time to compete and get shit done. Then I'm a damn dog. You know what I'm saying? I guess more like N'Golo. But when it's time to get work done and compete, badass. Don't test me, though. But, yeah, I guess so. But either way, back to my point. Main differences. The Asian language I speak is Japanese. Cena speaks Mandarin. I'm not a coffee guy. I don't know how to tell you how a flat white makes a coffee shop a good coffee shop. That's a John thing. And I'm not a BTS stan. John is. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't get it. I don't get it. I do not get it. Cena's a BTS stan. He's a coffee guy, and he speaks Mandarin. I speak Japanese. I don't like coffee, and I'm no BTS stan. I am no BTS army. I am not that. Other than that, everything's, well, besides the shortness and the beard, everything's pretty much the same. I would say. Ironically enough is all I'm saying. Personality-wise and all that, ironically enough. But either way, I would think so. Either way. Ryerson TOTS card on FC. I got his red version. Nice. I don't listen to any K-pop except a couple of songs from Hee Jun Han from that season 11 of American Idol. That's about it. No, I don't like any. If I listen to Asian music, it's probably more J-pop and Japanese music as well. The only K-pop I listen to is, if you watch American Idol, back when it kind of was falling off, but not completely falling off, season 11, Hee Jun Han, he got into K-pop. I was always a Hee Jun fan. I always was. But it's only because I like him from Idol. It's only because I like him from American Idol. So, I mean, I do still listen. I mean, he actually does make some good songs, but it's not because I'm a K-pop guy. It's because he was on American Idol, and I liked him on American Idol. You know? And he, finished, 9th? He didn't do much. So I guess that's the closest thing, is I'm a Hee Jun stan, I guess. But I was when he was on Idols. I was a stan of him before I even thought he was going to do K-pop. Tried to do some English music too, which, that Bring the Love Back that he did with Pusha T, look it up. It's a good song. Which, I mean, I guess it kind of has K-pop vibes while being English. But, you know, whatever. So I guess that one, but that's not because it's K-pop. That's because he was on American Idol, and I was a fan of him back then. All the way back then in 2011. 2011 was season 11 was 2012. I forgot, is it a year behind? Or season 7 was 2008. So yeah, 2012. Yeah. I was never really good. I was never really good at picking the people who would really do good on Idol. My favorites always end up like top 9. Then again, my Eurovision favorites always end up like 5th. They always get robbed. So maybe I don't have taste, or people are idiots. I don't know which. Or my first favorite always ends up like 9th on Idol. At least back when I watched. Except for David Archuleta. He still lost though. 19th minute. He still lost. Daughtry was 5th, but he got robbed. Daughtry got robbed. Chris Daughtry got robbed. I don't care what you say. He got robbed. I like Sanjaya. Who didn't like Sanjaya? Blake Lewis finished second. Okay, Blake Lewis did finish second. Season 6 and 7, I kind of... Ruben Studdard. I wasn't really able to watch that season live because I was just... I mean, I do like Ruben Studdard, but that was more after. Cross it. Season 6 and 7, I actually called it pretty well. I'm not going to lie. But other than that, Blake Lewis and David Archuleta, I mean, I called those pretty well. But either way, Elliot Yamin was pretty good too. '20th minute. Speaking of Idol shows, do you know that Carly Rae Jepsen was on Canadian Idol? I think she finished 5th when she was on it. I think the year that Carly Jepsen was on Canadian Idol, she finished 5th. You know, Call Me Maybe. You know, her. Because I can't help but say, if they're Canadian, I'm going to say they're Canadian. Because that's just, yeah. You know, Shania Twain's Canadian, right? Then again, I mean, isn't that one? I don't think that's a shock, but I think if anybody confused Celine Dion for something, it would be French. But she's a Quebecois, so I mean, that makes sense. But I think people knew she was Canadian. I don't think that was a secret. Either way, 21st minute. Playing forward. Oh, Noosa goes down. I think Norway looks like the better team, but this is kind of... feels like a very... This feels like a very... I don't know. But either way, I'm not a K-pop fan. K-pop's not my thing. There's a lot of Japanese music I listen to, but I don't think Japanese music has the same either you love it or you hate it vibe. I think people just let it live. Like, you don't see people standing K-pop and then the K-pop stands go off to the football stands, and I don't know. It's either you love K-pop or you hate K-pop. There's no in between. Japanese music is just, it is what it is, you know? Like, nobody even talks about it, really. That's crazy, though. Like, I mean, J-pop, Japanese music, nobody really talks about it, though. Like, you can't really find J-pop, Japanese music stands out there, and you can't really find anybody who hates it. Like, it's just there. Like, I don't know. And nobody makes it their personality. That's probably the problem. Nobody makes liking it or hating it their personality. Header. Oh, what a save. Well, not a save. Well, he caught it. Sorloff with a header, but it was caught. But either way. Lee Gunner late for his Udegaard hate watch. I mean, I don't exactly get it. Dude, he's calling freaking Havertz by his name now, but he's still hate watching Udegaard. I don't get it. I mean, I know Havertz technically scored the Premier League winning goal and he scored in the Champions League final, but water break. I think Udegaard's a good player. Yeah, has Arsenal Is he regressed? Yes. Is Arsenal growing too big for him? Maybe. But is that a reason to hate a guy? That's one thing I kind of disagree on. I still don't. Basically 4 quarters. The worst part about him is I've seen some breaks where it's colder or indoors. They're just waiting for the ads to finish. One. Second of all, I hate how it breaks up the momentum. Like, a team has momentum going in. Then it goes the other way. Then we go to the half. Whoever has momentum come out of the half into the drinks break loses momentum, and I don't know. And the worst part is I know Telemundo doesn't show the commercials, which you know what the most dystopian shit is? The fact that there is a guy standing with a fourth official with a tablet showing the ads to him to make sure they play, like when the ads end, they start play at the right time, because after that, I think it was the Mexico game, there's a big brouhaha about the ads and the play happening during, I don't know. Do you feel France teams like All-Star for Europe's best? They're going to get memed for sure. I don't know. One scored a Premier League winning goal. One hasn't been good in 2 years, to be fair. Well, I mean, if we're going... Well, I still don't think Lee Gunner's been as hard on Saka as he is Ødegaard, if we're going to go there, being good in 2 years. Now, of course, Saka's more because of injury and the fact he got ran into the ground by Arteta. And I guess you kind of have to feel for that. And when it's a really big game and Saka plays, he normally shows up, but he ain't the same as he used to be. I guess that's the difference. Like, there's no reason for Ødegaard to be worse. But there is a reason for Saka to be worse. I guess that's the difference. And he came through the Arsenal Academy. I guess that's the difference. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Lee Gunner's been miffed at Saka before, but I don't think he's outright went after him. Do you feel Argentina's going to have a hard time against Algeria? Well, I would say, yeah. I think Argentina wins in the end, but Algeria is a dark horse candidate for me. So I'm sure it should be tough. Yeah, son. 27th minute. Okay, son. Okay. What? That's crazy. That's crazy, Pepita. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Well, that's son, of course, by the way. And when it comes to Pepita's comment, it's the first time I heard about that, because I don't read the Clarion Tribune or the Clarion Ledger all the time, it means God is great. It does, but also when you say those words, most people are going to think, well, whether right or wrong, but yes, God is great. Holland. Playing forward. Here they are. Nusa plays it into the box. Cross into Holland. Goal! You knew it was going to be him. Erling Haaland with a goal. Slides it in. 0-1. Now there's the Man City Erling Haaland I know. It's all over the internet right now. There's a video of this guy just... Damn. Goal for Haaland. It's an evil world we live in. Haaland scores. There's a Man City level Haaland goal for you. There's the Haaland I know. But who cares? It counts. It doesn't matter how you get the goal as long as you get the goal. Have you seen the memes so far for the World Cup? I've been streaming so much and going straight to sleep so much. No, I really haven't. Maybe a couple, but I really haven't. Duty calls, boys. Duty calls, boys. At least there were many Cabo Verde baddies. Yeah, I've probably seen more baddies in the crowd than I have memes. 29th minute. Because when I'm streaming, at least I'm wearing my glasses so I ain't blind. It was definitely coming for Norway. I agree. Iraq. Header away. You know what's funny? Speaking of, like, a lot of the commentators around the world didn't even know who Liv Morgan was when she got shown during the Japan-Netherlands game. Here's a chance for Netherlands, or Norway, my bad, Norway. Playing forward. Holland, Wolff with the assist to Holland on the 1-0, 30th minute. That was funny. Like, how do you not, though? How do you not know who Liv Morgan is? Playing forward. Out for a corner. Norway. I think Norway's starting to take control of this game. It was 50-50, honestly, before the water break. So, I mean, I can't say I'm surprised, but it's not like one team just completely lost momentum. But I think Norway is physically – this is a very physical game, and if it's going to get physical, that's probably benefiting Norway, considering I think they're probably a more physical team of the two. I mean, I think every country has baddies at the World Cup, man. It's just depending on how many. It just depends on how many. Ball crossed in. You think Holland is not a... You still think Holland's not a great striker? I mean, he's a great goal scorer. If he played more like he did for Norway, or at least, well, that was just one play. Holland's a great goal scorer. That's all he is. Yeah, he has his chances of pace and pressing and all that, but most of the time he's a poacher. Well, header. To be honest, I couldn't even tell you. Because all he is a finisher. He doesn't press normally. His pace isn't the best, or at least he never really shows it. This is 2026. You need to press. I mean, yeah, Man City still wins with him, but, you need to have pace. You need to press. You need to be on the ball. Tap-ins. This ain't 1995. Holland would be perfect for 1995. Now you're saying, well, he's still scoring all those goals in the Prem. He still won multiple Prems with City and won a Champions League and won X, Y, and Z. Fair. Okay, but he's a poacher. He's playing in the wrong era. And he's playing for the most financially dope team in the world. Of course he's winning. And they're giving him the service he needs. Fair enough. But all he is a finisher. He's one-dimensional. Even Zlatan said it. If Zlatan said it, who's wrong? Not me. If Zlatan said Haaland is one-dimensional, I ain't wrong. What, you think Zlatan's wrong? Honestly, I couldn't even tell you what a Canadian baddie looks like. Because of all the diasporas in Canada, like, they might be born Canadian, but they're honestly probably Italian baddies or Portuguese baddies, or, you know what I'm saying? So is it really, though? I don't know. I couldn't say. Like, hell, even in America, you could probably say the same thing, though, to a certain extent. I mean, I guess in America, you could say the same thing to a certain extent because all the colonization and all that. I mean, I guess you could. But I feel like Canada's way more. The thing about Canada, funnily enough, weirdly enough, in my opinion, is I think there's everybody. The Canadians are Canadians, but they're also what diaspora they came from, and I legitimately mean that. I think Italian Canadians see themselves as Italian Canadians. Portuguese Canadians see themselves as Portuguese Canadians. Somalian Canadians see themselves as Somalian Canadians. X, Y, and Z. Like, anything you are, you don't just see yourself as Canadian, but you see yourself as what you came from. And I think because everybody is so proud, I think everybody's so proud of their lineage and their shot wide, whatever I'm trying to say. Odegaard puts it wide. I think, but legitimately, to be serious, I think there's a lot of people who, I think when it comes to Canada, I think everybody who's Canadian is Canadian, but I think they're also proud of their heritage. So they'll be like Italian Canadian or Portuguese Canadian or Trini Canadian or Jamaican Canadian or Somalian Canadian, or, like, honestly, I think, well, is it really a melting pot then? I don't know. United States, you really don't, besides Italian Americans, you really, well, Mexican Americans, yeah. But besides that, though, yeah, in America, I mean, there's also there's heritage countries that people come from, that there's heritage in people's blood, but you don't see it to the extent of Canada, where I think you're Canadian, but you're also, but you put your heritage in front of it. Or there isn't that pride in your heritage like there is, except for certain groups, like there is in Canada. I don't know. Maybe it's the jingoistic part of America. I don't know. Except for the Italians and the Mexican Americans, I don't really think there's much. Like, you don't see somebody going around and saying they're, I don't know. Well, fair enough, Latino / Now I'm just talking about heritage in general instead of just, but either way. But yeah, Latin, how about that? Just split the difference, I guess. But I feel like it's more just because of the jingoism of America, maybe. I don't know. Like, yeah, Italian Americans are still proud Italians playing for it. Like, they still say Italian American. That's probably like the only European immigrant group that does, though. Ball crossed in. Header by Iraq. It's in. Wow. Ayman Hussein. Oh, I see what you did there. Ayman Hussein scored 1-1. He's so good at headers. One. Ayman Hussein's. Don't, Rory. I expect that from Son, but not you. To be honest. I expect that from Sun, but not you. And his name is Ayman Hussein, not... Somebody play the bullet header. Somebody play the El Jihad meme. Is that going to get me a copyright strike, or should I leave that alone? Header. Why is every team with the World Cup looking so good? Because maybe the gap is closed. My point is correct. I told you. Every team can win a game. Every team, nobody is well, I mean, there are favorites, but nobody is that much better than anybody except for Germany against Curacao. But, again, they kind of got fucked. But either way, Curacao. Ayman Hussein goal. And it is the 39th minute for Ayman Hussein. What a header. Another draw. Oh, my God. Thank God France won another draw. So did... Yes. I've been saying since 2018. I've said before I've had this YouTube channel. The gap is not what you think it is between UEFA and CONCACAF. The gap is not what you think it is between South America and Europe. The gap is not what you think it is worldwide. I've said this for years before I even had this channel. I've always said this. Club and country. I've always said this. The club is a figment of people's, or the gap is a figment of people's imagination. Good. Good. The gap is a figment of people's imagination. No head up and out. No, I did not, actually. I did not yell at last game. No. I just said, that's a damn dive. That's all I said. See, I wasn't expecting to speak Spanish with France versus Senegal because they don't speak Spanish. And I'm not really good at French. And besides, even if I did, it'd probably be more Quebecois, Canadian French, and then somebody, if there was a French person in there, be like, what the hell are you saying? All I really know, salut, ça va? Tabarnak, hosti. Tabarnak de Calice de hosti. Bonjour. Oui. Mademoiselle. Escargot. That's all I really know. Tabarnak. Goal. Jesus H. Christ, this game's crazy. Holland again, of course it was. He's going to get a hat trick, isn't he? Drops him down. Holland, Holland. He's blue just like his dad. Now he's at the Etihad. Holland. Oh my God. Oh my, what a howler. Holland runs onto the goalie and slots it home. Well, shit, I guess he can press. Are you kidding me? 2-1 Norway. Holland, Holland, he's blue just like his dad. Now he's at the Etihad. Why are you trying to prove me wrong? He actually pressed the goalie and he... Oh my God, what a howler. Erling Haaland with 2 goals. What a press from Haaland. I didn't know he could do that. Is Pep just not wanting to do it? Oh, the goalie kicked it into his leg, but Haaland put it in the net. I haven't seen a pass like that since Mark Gahey away at Everton. That was a beautiful pass, by the way. I loved that pass. I'm just mad Everton didn't do the job against Tottenham. Well, Erling Haaland with the 2nd goal of the World Cup. He's going to get a hat trick, isn't he? He's going to get a hat trick. There's no way he's not. You're lucky this ain't an RSR. I would have done a freaking hat flick for Hassan after that. Does Pep just not want him to press? Is that what this is? 43rd minute. 1-2. Is that what this is? Dembele, watch and learn. Don't challenge this guy. Why are you shitting on Dembele? Bro, Dembele's known for pressing. What do you mean? Watch and learn. What do you mean? Dembele's known for pressing. Dude's in a 3-point stance when the goalie takes a goal kick for PSG. Dembele, what? Well, no. We ain't. Don't gaslight me. No, you're out of your. No, you ain't. No, you fucking ain't. No. No. Dembele's known 5 minutes. Yeah, Norway's going to have a hard time against France and Senegal, but we expected that. Like, Ousmane Dembele has been caught on camera during the game in a 3-point stance. He took from hand-egg football in a 3-point stance trying to press the goalie. And you're saying watch and learn. Okay. Man. No. Haaland ain't no presser. That was good, but I'd expect Dembele more to do that than Haaland. I mean, good for Haaland that he did. I'm not saying it ain't, but let's not freaking gaslight people and act like Dembele's not known for being in a freaking 3-point stance outside the box waiting for a goalie to get pressed. Bro. How's this a rigged game? Jesus Christ. If you're going to do that, say that for Argentina. Jesus, man. Dembele pressing is J.J. Watt eating up the A gap. No, it's T.J. Watt. No. It's T.J. Watt eating up the A gap. T.J. better than J.J. I'm half joking. I'm only half joking. Let's go Stellars. Stellars getting the Super Bowl. T.J. Watt's better than J.J. Watt. Stellars getting the Super Bowl. Yeah, I know. You rage baited me. I know. Stellars getting the Super Bowl. Stellars getting the Super Bowl. It was joking about 2022. Everybody was joking about penalty for Argentina. I was making a joke. I don't think 2022 was rigged. I was joking about the fact that people joke about it. Or at least say it. I was joking. I wasn't being serious. In the box. Irak on it. 47th minute, to be clear. Header. Shot. Oh. Handball. That was, I don't know, man. To be fair, I was joking about other people being dumb. When I said say that about Argentina, I was joking about 2022. What people say about 2022. That's what I was doing. I didn't see it. No, hold on. That went off his leg. What do you mean handball? Corner. Either way. I don't think 2022 was rigged at all. I think Argentina won the thing. It's fair and square. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of penalties, but don't give away penalties. Defender may have saved a goal there. So, the ball didn't even hit his hand, man. It hit his leg. 49th minute. At least it didn't look like it. Either way. Yeah, I might be I'm a fucking carny. Yeah, good shot. Yeah, I'm a fucking carny. That's why I don't think. You're right. I am a fucking carny. So, I got to keep up the kayfabe. Yeah, you're right. Maybe that's why. You fucking Mark. You fucking Mark. Yeah, I'm a carny. Hey, you got it. Good job. It's called being a carny, not wrestler syndrome, by the way. You fucking Mark. You Ms. Ark. 50th minute. Playing forward. Oh my god. Oh. Oh no. Shot. What? Oh. That was horrible. You're lucky that wasn't a goal. A goal. What? Past the post just barely. Oh my god. Ah. What the hell? All I can say is this. If you're a goalie, tend the goal. But it went out. I don't care. Over the bar. If you're a goalie, tend the goal. By the way, what the hell was that back line doing? What in the hell is this game becoming? 1-2 at the half. It ought cooking. We'll see what happens after the half. Norway leads, but this game has been a madhouse. Oh, yeah. The Marlies play tonight, don't they? Yeah, speaking of. Let's keep an eye on that. I was like, there we go. Fire first half. It was good. 7 to 6 o'clock. Yeah, we'll throw it up there. We'll throw the game center up there. Sure. In Toronto, at the Coca-Cola Coliseum, Wolves Marlies game 3. Marlies lead 2-0 in the series. You can't say they're not trying. Oh, both teams are playing well. They're playing very well. They're both much trying. I don't understand what this damn robot thing is supposed to be. With that being said, I will take a short break at the halftime with the stats, get this one going. Sit tight, be back 1-2. But wow, what a wild first half. Damn good game for sure. Didn't expect this game to be that good. It's definitely wowing me, I gotta say. I thought those surprise eggs were banned in the USA, though. Either way, halftime 1-2. We're back right at the halftime. Stats of the half are... We'll talk about stats of the half. Stats of the half. Well, yeah, I would too. But honestly, yeah, he's pretty good. It's a good game. Stats of the half. And then we'll watch the second half. First half was pretty crazy. I swear to God, these halftimes are not 15 minutes, man. These do not feel like 15 minutes. 40% possession to 60. 9 shots on goal to... Or 9 shots... Truthfully to 7. 1 shot on goal to 3. 126 accurate pass to 230, 87%. 2 corners to 2. 9 shots to 7. 1 shot on goal to 3. We got 166 pass to 264, 77% pass accuracy to 230, 87%. 0 offside to 0. 9 throws to 8. 0 yellow cards to 0, 0 red cards to 0, 5 corners or 5 fouls to 9. 1-2 at the half. Norway, I think, is a slightly better team, but both teams have done really well. Both teams have played very hard. Both teams are very strong when it comes down to it. And I think both teams have had their moments. Iraq have definitely given Norway some fits. And Norway, Holland is an absolute, he's amazing right now. He certainly is the man of the match. 1-2, Iraq versus Norway. 1-2, and Norway has the lead. 45 minutes to go in this game. We'll be halfway through the day after it's over. And then we'll move on to Argentina and Algeria. Here comes Iraq. Ooh. What's with the crowd rowing? Is that a signature move? Well, I mean, Norway are Vikings, you know, so, I mean, it kind of, yeah, I would guess so. It's probably their thing. I mean, it makes sense. .46 minute. 1-2. Norway is second in the group with a +1 goal differential as it stands. France is first with 3 points and a +2. So if Norway wins this game by more than 2 goals, they'll be first at the end of the day. But of course, that'll change very quickly. Norway's got to hope they could pick up a point somewhere. I mean, 3 might be enough to be a lucky loser, but 4 probably wraps it up. Norway could actually probably finish second in the group if they pick up a point on Senegal. That would be crazy if Senegal was a lucky loser and not Norway, because either way, or third place and being in the position of being a lucky loser, you know, I think that's kind of wild, to be honest. Norway, Ryerson, it goes out. Oh, they didn't call it out. Oh my, that almost ended badly, but it is a goal kick. That almost ended badly. It probably would have been called away. Pulled away. Skol Vikings, honor your name. Well, they can't do the rest of that. Because that's the other football. First down, touchdown, that's the other football. That normally is played in this stadium, just not the Minnesota Vikings. I've been on since the first half. I've been on since minute 1 of the first half. I've been on, well, there was an hour in between game 1 and 2. But either way, speaking of, 17:23 remaining in the first period of the Marlies-Wolves game. Nothing has happened. 1 shot or 2 shots by the Wolves, Philip and Sarum on Akhimov. Easton Cowan with a shot on Primo. Ninth minute. But either way, we're keeping an eye on the... Yeah, you start watching from the beginning, man. Yeah, it's on you. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. Yeah, that is on you. We'll keep an eye on the Marlies game as well. The Marlies looking to be 3-0 up in the Calder Cup final. Marlies probably been better on the road than at home, though, so we'll see what happens. Marlies win at home. This series is damn near over. It's pretty much all over but the freaking epilogue. They'd still have to win one more game, but there's no way they'd blow a 3-0 lead, right? If they did win. There's no way they blow a 3-0 lead, right? There's no way, right? Sixteenth minute. I'm gonna be real. I said I would buy Wendy's or order some Wendy's when the Leafs won the draft lottery. I didn't do that. If the Leafs win or the Marlies win the Calder Cup, I will. Not that John Chaika had anything to do with it, but if the Marlies win the Calder Cup, I will get an order of Wendy's from DoorDash or their own app. Either way, same thing. DoorDash, 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 DoorDash. 6 orders. DoorDash. He's got a TV. DoorDash. He's got a TV. DoorDash. Playing forward. $51, 2-1. But yeah, no, I will. Playing forward. Well, yeah, the tough part about that is header, wide, because the joke is John Chaika and his wife own a lot of Wendy's in the Toronto area. Franchises. That's the joke. No, John Chaika is not the franchisee of the Wendy's around me, but I don't care. The joke remains. And I will play into the joke if the Marlies win the Calder Cup. We could just say it's a really belated also for first overall pick. Party as well. I don't know. Damn, 5 shots by the Wolves. 6. Hell. They're on us. Playing forward. Norway. Goes down. What happened? Why do you hate Norway? To be honest, like, why? Like, why? Like, what did they ever do to you? No, that was Denmark. They made fun of on. Okay, yeah. South Park. Denmark. It's kind of ironic. Playing forward, 55th minute. You like Norway because of Velde. It's crazy you didn't make the squad, you know? I'm surprised. Well, hold on, let me make sure. You know, I'm kind of surprised Velde didn't make the squad. Yeah, he did. I think he was good enough. Goat plays today. Yeah, he plays in an hour. Well, less than 2, but over an hour. Man, the Marlies only have one shot. 13:52 through the first. Ay, ay, ay. 55th minute. DoorDash. 55th minute. Did Velde get called up? No. No, he did not. I thought he would have fit into the squad, though. Like, I don't understand why he didn't. Ball crossed in. It's not like Norway is spoiled for choice, you know? I mean, it's not like Norway is spoiled for choice. Super sub. If he was, I think he would have been one of them. It's not like they're spoiled for choice. Not like they could be a European team who looks down on the MLS like others. 56th minute. Ryerson to take the corner. It's kind of like Bosnia isn't too proud to not take Esmir Bajrak-Terovic, you know? Like they took him. But he plays at PSV. Yeah, where'd he start, though? Yeah, okay. But he's a dual national American, too, and he chose Bosnia. And he's damn good, too. It's not like it was a bad choice to take Bajrak-Terovic. Ball crossed in. Header, which, I mean, I always knew he was talented. Well, but also, Velde could play Cam. He also could play the 10. Honestly, I think he's better than Ødegaard. For being real. Or Berha. Or Sander Berha. You could do both. Take him off. I mean, you could put... Velde would definitely be more of a sub for Ødegaard or Berga, but, you know, whatever. Velde's also in MLS. Yeah, but it's not like Norway could be a league that looks down on MLS or a nation that looks down on MLS. They're not spoiled for choice. It's easier to get in on merit no matter where you play if you are Norwegian than you are English or Italian. So I guess he wasn't good enough then. He didn't get in on merit, but... I didn't even say anything bad about Iraq. What? I didn't even slander them. What? Oh, the Marley's got another shot. Vinny Lettieri on Caden Primo. Marco coming on for Iraq. Yeah, no, Iraq, I do agree, though. Iraq is more, they're very physical, but they're definitely more, Zidane Iqbal on and Farji on as well. I do believe that when it comes to Iraq, they're probably more better off playing in U.S. Oh, commentary's off. Oh, it's they said it, not me. Okay, got it. Oh, those commentators said it, not me. Okay, got it. Or it could have been Telemundo. I don't know. It could have been either or. But commentators on TV said it. Okay, got it. Whatever it was. Playing forward. I can't really, well, I'd say it's probably more likely to be Fox saying some dumb shit like that, but, you know, and not Telemundo. But what do I know? Maybe there's some asshole on there that said some dumb shit because, you know. I'd probably say it was Fox, though. That's my guess. 60th minute. I'd put my money on Fox, but either way. Header. Now, if it was 2DNA, on the other hand, you know, I wouldn't be able to be more stringent in my thought of who said it. Because 2DNA, there are some people on 2DNA who say some dumb shit. I don't think Telemundo is that way. Fox. Oh. I'm confused. I'm not even going. I'm confused. I don't even remember. But no, I mean, you're right. Like, Iraq is, after the match, Japan stood behind and cleaned the whole stadium. Yes, as they always do. But no, I mean, they're probably better off in the summer heat. Not that Boston's as hot as, I don't know, Houston. 61st minute. But either way, Iraq is probably better set up to play in American weather than Norway is. Which is probably why they should have taken Felde, if we're being honest. But Portland is kind of weird weather-wise. Yeah, that's true, but, you know. Comparatively, yes. 62nd minute. But either way, 62 minutes. 2-1 Norway. But tomorrow we got Portugal, DR Congo just alive. England, Croatia, live RSR. We got Panama, Ghana, live RSR. And then Uzbekistan, Colombia. And that is the end of match day 1 of the group stage. When we wake up on Thursday, we're on to match day 2 of the group stage. The set of match day 2s. For 6 days. And then we're on to match day 3 for 4 days on Wednesday. And then we'll know our group stage winners. And then on Sunday, not this Sunday, but the Sunday coming up, we will begin the round of 32. And we also have another F1 Grand Prix. Austria. So on that Sunday the 2nd, I think, Sunday the 2nd, we have the Austrian Grand Prix and then only one round of 32 game. Or hold on. Or Sunday the 28th, my bad. Sunday the 28th, we have one Grand Prix. One live review for the Grand Prix, one live review for the round of 32. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then triple header, round of 16. Ball crossed in. And then I think on the 4th, the round of 16 begins double header. Can champ on the 8th. One game, double header, can champ. Semifinal, Toronto FC prediction. Toronto FC prediction video, third place, final. Water break. There we go. Or no, it's just substitutions. Goal kick for Norway, 64th minute. Playing forward. '66th minute. Player down hurt for Norway. Lol. Corner. Okay, the Norway fans are awesome, by the way. 9 shots to 3 in the Toronto-Chicago game. Dakota Mermis with a shot for the Marlies. Chicago has 9 shots to Toronto's 3. Oh, they're cooked. Then again, well, I don't know about that. Hockey's weird, but I don't like what I'm seeing when it comes to that. 66th minute. I think all the games are on Sportsnet, aren't they? I might pull up the TV pass and see what I can get whenever they do play the title clincher. We might actually have an unadvertised double there instead of just a game center watch. 66th minute. Goal kick. That was kind of disastrous almost, or almost disastrous, but it wasn't. '67th minute. Player down hurt. '68th minute, water break. Water break in the 68th. Water break. Ouch, yeah. 11 shots to 3. Chicago has 11 shots to the Marlies 3 through the first period. Speaking of, let's see how the frickin' Jays are doing. They probably haven't even started yet, but let's see. Top 3. Jays got somebody on second. Miles Straws had like an 8-pitch at bat. .420 left in the first period. Still nothing between the Marlies and Wolves. 12 shots to 3. Chicago has 12 shots to the Marlies 3. Well, what do you know? Oh, well, there you go. That's cool. The Marlies game's on the damn computer. Nice. Cool. It's actually on. That was cool. What I'm talking about. Water break about to end. Go. Boom, here we go. Still 0-0 with .420 to go. .350, okay. Cool. Substitutions for Norway. Sheldrup and Bob coming on. And we got the Marlies game on the computer, which I honestly didn't expect. But here we are. That on their free flow hockey channel. Let's go. Fair enough, because who wants to pay for the Calder Cup final? And it's not dodgy. Shot. Akhtimov make the save. Went behind. Ahmed and Mustafa. Chicago on it. At the blue line. Shot. Blocked away, but at the point. Too many damn ads on the ice, though. Sadon and Kazem. Ahmed Kasem. He plays for Nashville, eh? Ahmed Kasem. Is that Ahmed Kasem? Hold on. Is that the Nashville? Yes, it is. Ahmed Kasem from Nashville SC, who made the Champs Cup semifinal this spring. Lovely. Good for them. Good for him. 73rd minute. 2:25 left in the first period for the Marlies and Chicago Wolves. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on it. Why not? Go Marlies, eh? Oh. $12 shots to 4, which is honestly horrible. Dumps it. Marlies have it. Good. Stretch pass. Into the zone. Shot wide. I'll be offensive zone face-off for the Toronto Marlies. 74th minute. We're back. I came out of the gym, just heard no fraudulent activity today. Nope, France did their job, and Norway's winning. Landon Sim dumps it back, and a shot by the Marlies. Maybe the Marlies have some fraudulent activity, but other than that, 1-2. Who cares about that but me? Marlies are up 2-0 in the Calder Cup final. If they win Game 3, they've pretty much, because the Marlies have been better on the road than they have been at home during the playoffs. Like, that's been a thing, especially in the Eastern Conference final. But if the Leafs or the Marlies shot blocked away, if the baby Leafs could win a home game and make it 3-0, there's no way, right? There's no way the Chicago Wolves are going to win 4 straight. There's no way. There's no way, right? They might win a couple. I'm not saying it's going to be a sweep, but 4 in a row? No way. No way. But so far, no fraudulent activity today so far. Ball crossed in. Header. Goal! 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 Østegård! Østegård scores a header for Norway. And it's 3-1. Norway over Iraq in the 77th minute. Østegård scores. Leo Østegård plays for Genoa on loan, by the way. Leo Østegård. Wow, what a header. Just gets up and boom. Oh, they kind of, Ostigard. If I read it right. 50 seconds to go. Yeah. It has a little slash in it, too. 77th minute. No. One set piece too many. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Wait, what? Wait, wrong team. Nice header. 1-3 to the Norway. Yeah, it doesn't rhyme the same. 27 seconds to go in the first period. His second goal in 39 international appearances and his first World Cup goal, because obviously it is. 76. 1-3. Arteta is proud. And it looks like, let's see, there's going to be a power play. White Cloud to the Habs. Robida. Yes. And Chicago's going to the power play. Marley's going to the penalty kill. Well, he did trip him with his stick, and his stick got hooked into his skate. Yeah, that's a trip. Is it an unlucky one? Yes. But is it a trip? Yes. It's a trip, but it's unlucky. 13. So 2 minutes of power play time, 16 seconds, 5-on-4 for the Wolves to end the first period. They'll start the second on a power play, and honestly, a pretty good amount of power play, to be fair. Is this going to be? No, it's not. Good board battle, but not a shorty. Stole. And that's going to go back. And that's the end of the period. The Marlies survive a 0-0 draw through 1. Yeah, now it's shot to hell and back, but they're hold on to a 0-0 through 1. 79th minute. Can't believe Ottawa are listening. Well, I think WWE Kurt Angle, but TNA Kurt Angle was peak Angle. So I personally say WWE, but I can understand why people would say TNA. I can't believe Ottawa are listening to offers on Jordan Spence. Dude is very good. Some teams do dumb things. What can I tell you? Lamau. Hot take TNA Kurt Angle. See exactly what I'm saying. Peak Angle. Blue Jays lead 1-0. The double for Rafaela. George Springer out on a flyout to Wilyer Abreu, but Andres Jimenez scored. Double for Rafaela with no out at the bottom of the third. 10 minutes to go in this football match, and Norway's leading 1-3. Berg coming on for Odegaard. Martin Odegaard's coming off. Costco or BJ's Wholesale. Neither Sam's Club. Neither Sam's Club. Which is, well, I'm going to say Costco because at least I know something about Costco, but I prefer Sam's Club. I guess Costco. Costco. I actually know things about Costco, so Costco. Boom! 81st minute. Yeah, I don't think that's going to flip. 81st minute, 1-3. Norway leads. Headed on, brought down. $82 minutes. Here's a chance. Shot saved. Damn, Holland was like this close to a hat trick. The ChatGPT is saying the Raptors will make a run to the ECF next season, lose close game 7 to New York. I'd be overjoyed about that, to be honest. Like, if the Raptors made the ECF and lost to New York in 7 games, you know what? I'd be overjoyed. Like, I don't think that's highly likely. Also, because I don't know if New York... I mean, are they going to be good? Yes. Do I think they're going to be the best team in the East again? Or actually the best team in the East during the regular season and then carry that through the playoffs or be high enough to... I don't know. I feel like this was their opportunity. And they got their opportunity. I don't think they're going to fall off as bad as the Pacers did. I think we know why that happened. But Wilyer Abreu struck out. The thing is who exactly... I mean, Boston's going to be better. Jason Tatum's back fully. I don't know if the Raptors are going to be good enough to make the Eastern Conference Finals also because these teams are going to be back, like the Celtics fully healthy and the Pacers fully healthy and the Pistons are still there. And we'll see what happens with the Bucks. We'll see if Giannis gets traded. But I'd love to... Honestly, I'm not even mad about that. If the Raptors went to the ECF and got lost in 7 to New York, I wouldn't even complain. I wouldn't even complain. Unless we got our asses blown out in Game 7. But, like, overall, that'd be an amazing step. That would be an amazing step. for the Toronto Raptors. And I think, besides the title, that'd still be the furthest we ever gone. If you really want to go there, playing forward, because we only went to 6 games against the Cavs. Then the first we ever went is we were NBA champions once, but the first we ever went besides the championship was 6 games in the Eastern Conference Finals. Going all 7 would be the first we've ever went. Strikeout for Contreras. Iraq plays France next on Monday the 22nd. That's going to be ugly. Senegal on the 26th. Probably going to be ugly, but either way. '85th minute. Playing forward. Goes down. Holland pulled down. Yellow card. 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Saved. 85th minute. Ground out for Jaron Duran. The Blue Jays are going to the fourth with a 1-0 lead. Playing forward. 86th minute. 3-1. '87th minute. '88th minute. '88th minute. So hot and humid. Where you want a Sprite, it's so hot and humid. I have just one query. Want a Sprite cranberry? The answer is clear. 88th minute. '88th minute. We'll be here for the Argentina-Algeria game once this is over. Brought down. Been raining a lot near Chicago, so it's humid every day for the past week. Yeah, that's not a good sign going into tomorrow. By the way, you've seen there's going to be the south suburbs of Chicago, the south areas of Chicagoland, are in a moderate risk for severe weather tomorrow. SIG 2 tornado risk, which is I think a 15 red with the SIG 2 on it, which means EF3 or higher. Yeah, tomorrow's severe weather looks like some crazy kinematics that there may not be a fly in the ointment up there, especially when it comes to, especially up there when they're supercells and before they become a line, a derecho, honestly, which it'll come my way too, but I don't think, well, there still could be tornadoes and 5% SIG 1 down here, but the wind is more of the thing we're worried about down here. Yeah, it's not. We'll see what happens. I'm praying for you, man. I'm not in the worst of it, but it could get a bit crazy. With the kinematics, 6 minutes of stoppage time. Ryerson off, or he's walking it off. So, I mean, I would... Just saying, like... Maybe, just in case, maybe I'll keep the weather up on the stream while we're on, no matter what, in general. Especially when it comes to about like 3 or 4 o'clock, just for you, because I do probably think there's a good chance you'll be watching me stream, and that's probably how you're going to get the news. So I actually might have the Weather Channel up or Fox Weather up while I'm doing these games, especially when it gets to about 3 o'clock. I might just keep it up for your sake, and then once it gets close to me, then maybe I'll throw 4 up there. Bit of guard assist on the corner. Well, good. He got something. How's Lee Gunner feeling? I'm going to say probably around the England-Croatia game, I'll probably throw... I still do now and again. Says, used to dream about tornadoes all the time. I mean, I wouldn't say I've dreamed about them, but I definitely track them all the time. I dream of going storm chasing all the time, for sure, which I guess sort of fits, but I dream of going storm chasing all the time. But 92 minutes. But yeah, I think I'll do that just to this could be a bad day. Like tomorrow could be a bad day. Not exactly for me, but I mean there's a possibility. But even then, like the SIG 2 means EF2 or higher, but it's probably EF2 to EF3 most likely. The kinematics are there though. But by the time it gets to us, it's most likely going to be a QLCS, a derecho, so the winds are probably going to be more of the problems than the hail or the tornadoes, or the strongest tornadoes. But for you, Marcel, it's hail and tornadoes are going to be a big concern, and I mean winds as well, but large hail, strong tornadoes, that's a big concern. And the kinematics look, I legitimately keep my eye on it. Like, I actually, you know what? Yeah, we're going to do that. By the time the England-Croatia stream starts, I will have a multi-view on my TV because you can make them now. No matter what, I will have the weather up, Fox weather at least, and I will keep an eye on it. And if I see anything anything around the Chicago metro, I will tell you what I see, and we might have a unadvertised severe weather coverage double as well, I guess. At least I'm in my basement, though, right now. So if I'm streaming down here, at least I'm in my basement if things go awry for me. How we doing, Isaiah? I think we are completely underground, so here. So 94th minute. It'll be what it is. But again, I think more of my problem is winds and hail, or winds, maybe smaller hail. Isolated tornado that could be strong. Kinematics are still there though, so to an extent. It's 94th minute. My meeting with the ice cream shop to sell the site went good. They like the site and price point for the website. They just need to check with their sister because since she was supposed to make the website. That sounds good. Hopefully you get the site sold and you get a good payday out of it. That sounds nice. Of course, Odegaard corner. They said they'll get back to you soon. Okay. But 1 minute to go. Norway winning 3-1, and they should get this done. And we'll be back for Argentina, Algeria tomorrow. You know what? That is kind of crazy, though, if you think about it. Football and severe weather coverage on the same stream tomorrow, possibly. That is, well, I mean, I've done it before, but not like trying to juggle both completely, but, you know, either way. Mostly more for ball crossed in, header, brought down, it's in! 4-1! 4-1 Norway with the last kick of the game. It goes in, or the last action of the game. Thorsvedt scores. Christian Thorsvedt. A bundled header into the net, 1-4. Norway wins. That might be, I don't know. That could be an own goal. I think he nodded it in, but 96 minute. GG Iraq. GG's. But yeah, Marcel, I'll keep an eye on it for you. 90+7. And then I guess me down the line, downstream. But should be blown whistle as soon as this is over with. And that's a kickoff, and this is full time. Full time, it's 1-4 to Norway. All right. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Notification once subscribe. Hit that hype button to put stuff in the algorithm. Hit that join button to become a member. Since that's all live streams, comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share from the family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for Argentina, Australia, Argentina, Algeria. Argentina, Australia was last time. Last World Cup. Argentina, Algeria, live RSR. So we'll have a review after it. Then we'll be back for Jordan and Austria versus Jordan. Yeah, there we go. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See ya.